So as I was saying in my last video, I'm going to pretty much take this whole rim back off. It's been a while since I took it off, like miles and miles before this day. This thing been going for a long time without me even having to check it out. I didn't even have to check it out not one time since I installed this the first day I put it on. So pretty much like 1,400 miles later, I'm having a problem, and that's today. So new sprocket, as you guys can see, it's pretty much sheared down, man, as I was saying in my last video. And I was saying if you guys can pretty much tell me how or what's causing this chain to slack like this. Is it because the chain length is too long, or I don't know, man, something wrong with the tensioner wheel? Because I got it up as far as I can get it and it would not separate from the bottom chain. So I'm gonna figure that out, man. So I'm not gonna rush it. This is now in a project. So this is going from something that could be easily fixed to a project where I have to take my time and not, pretty much make things worse than it is. Just pretty much go over this thing and thoroughly check it out so I can figure out what's going on. But in the meanwhile, man, motor's running good. It's a YD 100cc. Two-stroke for you guys out there that don't know what kind of motor this is. This is a two-stroke YD 100cc. And it's just the cylinder body as pretty much the head. It's one and all, so, or however you would say it, this is just pretty much one assembly. You cannot change the head. A lot of you guys already know this. But motor runs good. I have a new muffler that's currently on the way in the mail. I test driven this thing for about less than 8 miles, so I'm right at pretty much 4.5, 5 miles on it. I went to KFC and came back after I installed it on there, and the ride was pretty much smooth. For you guys that's just now tuning into my channel right here on Open Mind Entertainment, I appreciate you guys for viewing my videos, man, and taking the time to just see what I got going on with my motorized bicycle here. This is Lucille. And for you guys that don't know, I've been going through a lot of issues with my last motor that is currently still considered to be brand new. It is the I think it's the Zeta 80. I can't remember, man, because I done bought like 4 of them in the same month with consistent problems fresh out the mail. It's probably a lot of you guys out there other than me, myself, that's going through these problems with these little China motors, man. They deceiving, man. They don't really be as with the description say they are when you purchase these things. So, but you can't be mad, man, if you really want these things and you buy them, and you have to be more than just buy these things, man. You have to be ready for the problems, you know what I mean? You just can't buy them and then put them on your bike and expect them to be all right. You have to be ready for the unexpected, such as the small things that can be pretty much hard things to fix if you don't know what you're doing. But if you know what you're doing, it could be a easy fix. And if you guys agree with that, you know what I mean, just put in the comments, I agree, you know what I mean? So I pretty much been putting a lot of effort, time, and money into this thing, man. I love my ride right here. I don't have a car. You know what I mean? I've been depending on my 2 wheels right here. And before I had a motor on here, it's been just my 2 feet, you know what I mean? Just getting around. So just pedaling this thing around, hustling on DoorDash before I even had a motor on here, man. I just ride around and pretty much get to the money, you feel me? So that one day I just pretty much sat down after a long day of pedaling around for 8 to 9 hours. And I made $125 that day, man. I pushed it, man. You know what I mean? I was going to nearby restaurants at a time, and I would buy like a $1 fry, or I would go to Popeyes and get like a $1 biscuit and get a cup of water. those things will keep me going to get to the next delivery. You know what I mean? I spend like $2 or $3 and then get like $8 back as soon as I start pedaling back on, you know, to go DoorDash and get more delivery orders. You know, so I would leave like 10 o'clock in the morning and get back home around 11 p.m. at night pedaling before I had a motor on this thing. So it's a lot of miles, man. So I'm working on my 3rd year. I had this bike for 2 years now, and I'm working on my 3rd year. So 3 years later, here I am today trying to figure out the motors I put on these things, on this bike, and hopefully I can get around. But as of right now, like I say, the motor is running good, but now I'm having sprocket and chain tensioner problems or issues currently, and I'm trying to figure that out. So right now I'm running out of sunlight, but I do not like to give up. I will not quit. I want to ride this thing to work in the morning. I'm tired of walking, but if I have to walk, I will walk so I can get to my 9 to 5 job and clock in. You know what I mean? But if I can just get this rim off and disassemble all these screws, the old screws, man, it's like, I don't know, about 1,500 miles later, everything, man. All of this is 1,500 miles later, 1,400 miles minimum later. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it off and pretty much replace it with new rag joints and new bolts and screws, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully that would bring the sprocket closer out this way, coming towards me, and I will get that pretty much sorted out later on tonight, as I'm just pretty much meditating and hoping that this will work for the time being. And like I said, the sprocket itself is pretty much sheared down to a minimum where the chain going to pretty much keep jumping off, and occasionally problems or reasons such as a small pothole, or if I can't get it to line up correctly where it's pretty much out here towards me once again, and get it lined up with the bottom chain here, it's just going to keep jumping off, man. But if I can just figure this out for the night and let it get past for like, I don't know, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, I have a new sprocket and a new chain on there, and possibly a new wheel tensioner, or tensioner wheel, whichever way you say that. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Got Lucille back on the road, you guys, man. I'm still dealing with the same exhaust expansion pack that I'm still trying to swap out, but I do have on the way currently a new exhaust, and it's supposed to be like a header. You know what I mean? It's not really an exhaust or an expansion pack. It's pretty much a short exhaust, and it's wide open. So I'm gonna call it a header. And stay tuned for the next video if you guys want to see that. And I will definitely do a follow-up video on that exhaust so you guys can see it. It is chrome. They have it in chrome and they have it in black. Some of you guys that are watching this video probably know what particular exhaust I'm speaking on. And if you have that exhaust, you're a cool individual. So I'm pretty much going to try that out once it get here in the mail, and you know what I mean, turn it up. But I'm not going to pretty much dog this thing out where it's not even broken in yet for me to be riding around crazy or anything like that. But I got some more work to do, man. But in the meanwhile, man, in the time being, I'm glad that this thing is back running, man. You guys go ahead and smash that like button for, you know what I mean, coming thus far with me on these videos and helping me get close to 600 subscribers. I appreciate you guys for watching. Smash that subscribe button, man. If you guys are brand new to this channel right here on Open Mind Entertainment, I hope that my videos entertain you guys, man. I'm right here for you guys to keep coming up with follow-up videos. Like I said in my last video, though, man, this is pretty much the last motor I'm going to be putting on Lucille. Lucille is going into retirement. I'm not going to throw her away or anything, but I'm going to use her to be riding around and pretty much not ordering or delivering DoorDash food or anything like that. I'm going to just ride her around occasionally and take my time with her. Pretty much like she done got up to age. She's old, you know what I mean, in bike years. You know what I mean? So yeah, smash that like button if you guys love the story on Lucille. And if you guys want to catch up on my real story with Lucille and see some of my last videos I done posted in the past, go ahead and check them out. They're posted now, right now as we speak, and they're there, man. They're going to be there. And stay tuned for the new motorized bicycle that I'm about to get soon in the future, and it's going to be welcome into the family right here alongside of Lucille. And I would definitely be showing you guys a follow-up video with that. But I do not know what kind of bicycle I'm gonna get yet, but it will be another beach cruiser. I love beach cruisers, man. They so smooth when it comes to accelerating, and they just it absorbs the road, you know what I mean? They, even the ones that don't have shocks on them, if you don't have a shock on your front fork, a lot of beach cruisers do not come with shocks anyway, but let's just say the beach cruiser without shocks, man, they still ride just as smooth as a bike with shocks on them, like a mountain bike or anything, because they're so big and long, man. They just, you know, they love the road, man, you know what I mean? And this is a hot rod Bayside beach cruiser right here. So yeah, go ahead and smash that like button, man. Appreciate you guys for watching, man. This is your boy Open Mind Entertainment right here, entertaining you guys. Stay tuned for my next videos, and yeah, check me out, man. Coming later.